Hello television viewers, my name is Nick. Thank you so much for joining me once again on my channel. Do you love smelling things? That was my hook for this video. Do you love smelling things? Well, if you do, you're in luck because today we are making our very own perfume with the My Own Perfumery set from Scientific Explorer. I just felt like it was maybe time for me to get into the celebrity fragrance game. Paris Hilton has 20 fragrances, no less. Beyonce, Taylor Swift, even Lady Gaga for a minute. Following that natural progression of elite stars, people are wondering where my signature fragrance is. Crafting fragrances is an art. It's a very sophisticated science, which is why I finally got the best team available to create a gorgeous cologne, perfume, or gender-neutral fragrance. This kit also promises to help us explore the mystery and science of fragrance. It's been way too long since I've explored a scientific mystery. The last time I did it was when I figured out why my feet smell. Fungus. So we're gonna pop this kit open and create our own signature fragrance, come up with some names and marketing surrounding that, and I can finally start purveying my own luxury goods. But before we pop this open and get started, give this video a thumbs up, please. It really helps me out and lets me know that you want to see more kits and toys and making and things like that. But most importantly, if you haven't already, I would love to have you click that subscribe button to join the crew of television viewers that helps me put these videos together by letting me know what you want to see next. I want to thank you guys for getting us to over 1,000 television viewers. It's been such a pleasure getting here over the last year. And to thank you, I want to give away some of my favorite toys, including this one. So stay tuned to the end of this video, or skip ahead if that's your style, to learn how you can get in on the action and try to win one of these toys for yourself. I have new videos every week, so if you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you click the subscribe button! I'm just excited to make perfume! Let's do it! Oh. Let's slice her open. Explore the mystery and science of fragrance in your own perfumery. Fill vials to the brim with delicate, exotic, and fruity fragrances. My guess is that they're probably overestimating my ability to create anything that smells exotic or delicate, but fruity? Yeah, I can do fruity. Get this guy out. Ooh, I love the presentation of this. So many of these kits, you open it up and it's just like loose materials jammed into a box, but this has everything laid out actually quite nicely. Fragrance components, vials, and then a lot of pipettes there. And we have our black and white perfumery activity guide. If my face looks a little red right now, it's because I was at the beach yesterday. It's not because I'm nervous to make a beautiful perfume. Although I am. I'm not making any promises yet as to how much of the activity guide we will be following. I'm not sure if we're gonna be doing this by the book or just putting a Nick D spin on it. Getting smelly. Getting smelly. Maybe that's our fragrance name. I'm glad I just did my nails because we're doing an activity video and now you get to see my manicure the whole time. My nails are shining like the night sky and everybody's jealous! So let's get some background information on what I'm guessing is an ancient art perfumery. Welcome to the ancient art of perfumery. Oh, did I guess it 100% correctly? And the modern world of science. Ooh, it's both. It's ancient and modern. It's easy to make delightful fragrances for yourself and for your friends. Bought a toy, and now I'm a scientist. Get used to it, world. The guide tells us that it's very important to keep all of our fragrances pure and uncontaminated by one another. They're each labeled 1 through 5, and I'm now going to label the pipettes 1 through 5 so that I always use the same pipette for the same fragrance. Here's the deal. This kit comes with 2 fragrance recipes, and I love them because both are designed to match the fragrance preferences of 2 historical perfume lovers. They're called Cleopatra's Secret and Napoleon's Scented Gloves. Ooh, glamorous. Between these 2 formulas, all 5 fragrances are used, so I think that will be a great way to get acquainted with all of these individual scents. And then I'll make a 3rd fragrance, which will be our signature formula, and we can come up with something creative. So let's start with Cleopatra's Secret. Quote, Cleopatra reigned as Queen of Egypt over 2,000 years ago. By then, Egyptians had been making fragrant oils and perfumes for 3,000 years. It starts with 30 drops of fragrance number 3, jasmine. So that's clearly going to be the most dominant scent. Let's see what that smells like on its own. My goal in this process is not to splatter essential oils all over the room and have everything smell like a mishmash of flowers and peppermint for the rest of my life. Let's just give this a little pierce. It's subtle. It's like a clean floral scent. Kind of reminds me of rose, but a little less soapy. I like it. Let's get 30 drops in here. 28, 29, 30. no. Okay, I knocked it over, but nothing spilled. The universe is smiling upon us today. Let me put the cap on that just to be safe. The next step is to add 8 drops of fragrance number 4, Lily of the Valley. I almost spilled this again, but then I didn't. We're really lucking out here. We're gonna be more careful starting now. Let's see how Lily of the Valley smells. I don't know what that is. I work out in the valley and I've never seen any lilies there. That's definitely like a sweeter fragrance. Laurel also. The jasmine was a little bit more earthy. We're gonna add 8 drops now. It's really coming together, guys. 2 drops of heliotrope. Now that's a fragrance I've never heard of. What is heliotrope? I really can't tell from the way that this smells. I guess it's like a common perfuming ingredient. We are only adding 2 drops of heliotrope here, heliotropic. Finally, we need 1 drop of apple. That's a nice apple fragrance. None of these fragrances smell artificial, and I looked at the ingredients, it's because they're not. 1 drop of apple. That's all you need for Cleopatra's Secret. Close that up. Blending our fragrances together, just as an ancient Egyptian chemist would have done 5,000 years ago. Cleopatra's Secret. Let's smell it. Okay. Cleopatra had good taste, you can tell from this. Very clean fragrance, which would make sense to have that in the age before showers were ever invented. This would give the illusion of not being filthy. It's interesting because I can definitely tell how even just the tiny drop of apple comes through as like a top note for the fragrance. Same for each of these individual fragrances. I can kind of pick up notes of each of them. I'm learning something about perfume. So this one's called Cleopatra's Secret, but I think we can come up with a better name for it than that. Like I said, Cleopatra was probably using this to avoid having to bathe very often in the Nile River. So let's go ahead and lovingly rename this Cleopatra's Armpit. For when you want to smell like the woman who literally didn't know what toothpaste was. Cleopatra's Armpit. It smells. Moving along on our fragrance journey of dead people, next we're going to make Napoleon's scented gloves. He loved perfume and would put on heavily scented gloves before mounting his horse and charging into battle. Huh. Interesting, I didn't know Napoleon was gay. I'm gay, and gay people are the only people I can think of that would put on perfume before riding a horse. Let's start and make Napoleon's scented gloves. That's just a temporary title. It starts with 25 drops of peppermint, which we did not use in the Cleopatra fragrance. Next up is 3 drops of number 4, Lily of the Valley. 4 drops of apple, 3 drops of heliotrope. Now for the expert blending part. There it is. Let's get a whiff. This is a good fragrance. I think the peppermint is what's really hitting me just right with this one. It's inspiring me to use that peppermint in my signature formula as well. But first, we have to come up with a name for Napoleon's fragrance. The new fragrance from French Emperor Napoleon. Napoleolio. A perfect fragrance for scenting your gloves before riding on horseback into battle, or into the club, wherever it is you feel most fierce. Napoleolio. The peppermint base of Napoleolio is definitely preferable to the jasmine base of Cleopatra's Armpit. I'm going to take all of that knowledge and incorporate all of that into my fragrance, which we have yet to name. It seems like both recipes started with about 25 or 30 drops of a base fragrance, and that seems to be like what you mostly smell. So I think I'm going to do 15 drops each of my 2 favorite scents, apple and peppermint. Will apple and peppermint even smell good together? I don't know. We're gonna find out though. Okay, so we've got our base notes laid down. Let's do 6 drops of heliotrope since I just learned what that is today. I'm getting good at remembering to put the caps on things. I also loved Lily of the Valley, so let's go for 4 drops of that one. And then, just to make sure everything is well-rounded, let's go with 2 drops of jasmine. Now for that sophisticated blending process where we shake it up. And there we have our signature Nictaramio fragrance. Let's open it up and smell it. Who's ready? Proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I had to let the neighbors know. The apple and the peppermint actually does work very well. I'm actually so impressed with our ability to come up with a not horrible smelling fragrance. Now the only question left is, what are we gonna name it? Let's come up with 3 options. The apple and the peppermint were big for this, so option number 1, Breezy Apple Orchard Forest Fire. Ah, the smells of autumn and the panic of an inferno. For the second option, let's think outside the box. So I'm just gonna say the first 5 words that come to my head. Ready? I'm not thinking. The first 5 words. Option number 2, Labrador Retriever book deal situation. Labrador Retriever book deal situation is option number 2. I don't know why those words came together in my head. It doesn't need to make sense. Fragrance is an art. Get on my level, bitch. All right, now I need to come up with a third and final option, and I would kind of like this option to convey the image of luxury, to let the consumer know that I am a classy, elegant whore who is best not to f with. Oh, and I'll take inspiration from this plastic jewel that I have on my desk. Our third fragrance name option is Diamond Diva Dropout, because knowledge is power, but so are diamonds. Yes, I think that perfectly captures who I am. Just a diamond diva dropout. That was fun, you guys. I had so much fun coming up with 3 fragrances, 2 inspired by historical figures, and 1 inspired by me with the help of you. This is a product of our ingenuity. Let me know in the comments below which of these 3 names you think we should officially title this, and I'll make the announcement on my Facebook page as soon as we have all the votes in. Make sure you're following me on Instagram or Facebook if you want to see updates like that all the time. Let me take a minute to thank you guys sincerely from the bottom of my heart for getting us to over 1,000 subscribers. It's been so rewarding making these videos, and I can't wait to keep doing it. So to thank you guys for being a part of this team with me, I am hosting several Amazon giveaways. Check out the links below. You can enter all of those giveaways for a chance to win either this perfume kit or several of the other toys or crafts or kits that I've had fun playing with here on YouTube with you. So check out those giveaways. I can't wait to see who wins. We're only gonna keep growing from here. Again, give this video a thumbs up if you want to see even more kits and toys and making things, or let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next. But most importantly, if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you click that subscribe button to join the crew of television viewers that, as I said before, helps me decide what we do next. You are all the greatest. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.